It's that Super no Shima flow. Yeah.
What's up guys, it's me Kaluchi back with a new video, and today I will be explaining the new runes and itemization for Ezreal. Now Ezreal has been in a very tight spot right now. He has a 45% win rate in all ranks. That means he's pretty bad and one of the lowest tiers AD carries. This has to do with a couple of nerfs that he has received in a row, and also with the biggest reason I think is because of kleptomancy, and I actually know for sure. I have tried the last couple of weeks really hard to find a new build and new rune page for him to work. Now we had Conqueror for a while, but that has been immediately nerfed for a range champion, so that's also not the most optimal way to build him. Now I finally found a way which I think is really consistent and really good, and I have a few rune pages for you guys to look at and a few itemizations. So let's just dive right in. Oh, and before you ask yourself why do you have the right to talk about this, I've been an Ezreal main ever since he came out, since season 1 or 2 I think. And ever since then I've like spammed this champion every season, and he's my most played champion of all time, and I think I have the right to talk about this champion, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let's start off with the runes. So this is basically the rune page that you want to run. You go press the attack, presence of mind, legend, alacrity, coup de grace, mana flow band, transcendence, and then for offense you go at 10% attack speed, 9 adaptive force, and 6 armor. However, you can change armor for magic resist if you're up against like Syndra bot lane or Heimerdinger. Let me explain why you go press the attack and why you not go any other rune on this champion. I have tried Glacial Augment, I've tried Dark Harvest, I've tried Electrocute, I've tried Conqueror. I basically tried everything that could possibly work on this champion, and trust me, nothing is as consistent as press the attack. Also, nobody expects the damage you deal with Ezreal when you run press the attack. It's pretty easy to proc, and the amount of damage that you get from it, especially early on, it's really great. And since Ezreal is kind of weak early on in the laning phase, this really supports Ezreal a lot. Try it out, let me know what you guys think. Now, Presence of the Mind has been reworked, and I don't think I need to really explain why this is so good. It gives 500 mana, which, because we built Mana Immune, gives us AD. And therefore it's really good. Also, it gives 20% mana refunded when you get a kill or assist, which is also really great for Ezreal, so you can just keep on fighting team fights without running out of mana. Alacrity, because you need attack speed. However, if you do decide to go Conqueror on this champion, then I would suggest you to get Bloodline instead of Alacrity. Also, if you're up against an Ashe, for example, you might want to go Tenacity or Cleanse, whatever you prefer. Coup de grace is pretty basic for AD carries to take. Let's look over to the right side. Mana flow band really works well with Presence of the Mind. A total combined of 750 mana, which 2% is. With quick maths, you get 15 attack damage from these two runes alone. Also, don't forget you get the mana and you deal extra percentage damage based on your mana as well. Then we go for Transcendence. Now you only want to go for Transcendence if you're going for the first two builds that I'm going to show you later on. Otherwise you don't really want to build CDR. You either build 40% CDR or you build 0% CDR. I'll explain why later. For the runes, attack speed, because really attack speed is really nice on Ezreal, especially early game. You really need that also to get the press the attack proc off. And then you get adaptive force because you want to deal some damage, and of course armor or magic resist based on your matchup. In the second rune page, the only thing that you want to change is Transcendence, and you can go for a Scorch or you can go for Gathering Storm. Either are fine. I personally like Scorch more, but I think Gathering Storm is the better option. Now let's move over to the itemization. As you can see, the first two builds will be very familiar. As you can see, it's Mana Immune into Iceborne Gauntlet or Trinity Force, and then building Blade of the Ruined King. Now, there is a third build, but no matter which build you go, you always want to go Mana Immune first item. This is just too good on him, and as I already told you in the rune page as well, we're going for Presence of the Mind and Mana Flow Band, and building Mana Immune with this item really goes hand to hand and synergizes really good. When do you go Iceborne Gauntlet? You usually go Iceborne Gauntlet when you have to kite, when they have a lot of bruisers, and you need to keep your distance, or if you're laning against, for example, a Lucian or Draven, then you need to first rush this item. But let's say you're 5-0 in the laning phase and you don't really need to kite that hard, or you can just one-shot enemies already, then you can go for Trinity Force. Finish up with Blade of the Ruined King. It always is strong, and after that, build based on the game. Of course, you want to go for Boots of Lucidity if you can to get that 40% cooldown reduction, but if that's not an option, go either for Mercury Threats or Ninja Tabais. Now with their next build, and this is a build that I tried lately and I performed pretty well with, is Manamune Rush into Stormrazor and then Infinity Edge. Now why you go for this item is you got a lot of consistent DPS and critical strikes for late game. You're not really a hyper carry, but this comes close to it. Stormrazor also gives that slow that Iceborne Gauntlet gives, but it's not as consistent. However, you do get more attack damage from it and critical strike. Your third item will be E8 to get that 50% critical strike and a lot of attack damage. People will not see this coming at all. You'll be one-shotting people all over the place with your basic attacks. It's pretty insane. For your fourth item, you want to go either Phantom Dancer, Static Shift, or a Lifesteal item. Of course, I forgot to mention, but also the boots change for this build. You want to go Berserker Greaves. Whenever you go for Stormrazor and IE, you don't want to go for Boots of Lucidity because you're not going to hit 40% anyways. You'll probably hit 0%, and you better invest your resources in something that you're already going for instead of just getting a little bit of cooldown reduction, which is of no use. Well guys, that's basically it for this video. I will let you enjoy some more gameplay before the video ends. Remember to subscribe and like the video if you like it, it really helps me out, and also share it with your friends who are Ezreal mains. Let me know what you think of Ezreal's state at this moment. Is it good, is it bad, and what you have tried so far. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys next time.